made an all-time high, but it's nowhere in the news. It's nowhere in mainstream media. So that's really holding us back. And if you want to go a few levels deeper, the lack of FOMO right now is because so many people are still holding onto alts for years. A lot of alts that are in huge losses, slow bleeding in drawdown. I mean, we talked about this today. Just imagine all those people holding onto Dino coins with massive amounts of baggage. They're stuck. They feel stuck. They don't have money, right? Because all their money is in something that was $54 that is now at $5. So a lot of people are still holding onto these alts. Huge losses. And so it's draining many of them financially and mentally. Now, this bull run has been tricky for many because even though it's a bull market, we have spent most of the time going down. So here is the cycle. Let me turn everything off for a second. Here's where the cycle started. FTX crash, that's the cycle low. You can see it's been a bull market, okay? It's been moving up. No denying that. But we have spent a lot of the time going down. So it's up and a correction, up, correction. Yeah, that was uneventful. Here's the ETF blast, and we spent 8 months in a correction, in a downwards range. Trump wins. We get 1 month of gains and wins, and if you want to call it parabolic runs. 1 month before a 3-month drop, and we've only just recovered. So again, this bull run has been tricky because even in a bull market since 2022, back down here, even though bull market, we spent a lot of time going down. So in trading, I like to call it 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You're taking 3 steps forward, but for every 3 forward, you take 2 back. So you're still moving forward, but it's marginally. Incrementally, you're only making 1 step forward for every 5 steps, right? That's 5 steps. 3 plus 2, that's 5, but you're only 1 ahead each time. So it's definitely been a 3 steps forward, 2 steps back bull market. Now, FOMO is a requirement for the big players, the whales, the institutions to exit, right? They need FOMO from the retail traders, from the masses to exit their trades. They need someone to sell to. And because these big players need exit liquidity, they need people to sell to, that's the reason I think the markets still have a lot of room to go higher. Because the exit liquidity is not here. The FOMO is not here. Again, we just said it's nowhere in the news. No one is talking about it in the mainstream media. It's very weird. So I think there's still time. I think there's still a lot of room to go higher. And once again, many people, I think in the next week or few weeks, they're going to be swapping their altcoin bags at lows for BTC at all-time highs, which is really not what you want to be doing, because then BTC is going to retrace. And then when BTC retraces, altcoins will also retrace, but then profits from BTC will go into altcoins, causing altcoins to fly. And hopefully, the beginning of alt season. And guess what? Those retail traders that sold their altcoin bags at lows, they're just going to end up buying them back higher. So the key really is FOMO and euphoria. And the FOMO and euphoria is at this moment dependent on altcoins. Remember, to get 20% on BTC today, it needs to hit 135K. So whether you think that is possible or not, I don't know, but I think with that being said, altcoins is where the reward lies. Altcoins is where the opportunity lies. And the FOMO is dependent on altcoins flying. Because how much more can BTC fly? I don't know. It's already done a lot. I mean, you want to measure it from 2022. It's done 640%. It's already done 640% this cycle. So with that being said, FOMO, the key to FOMO is going to be in altcoins doing 640%. Because Bitcoin's already done it. It's time for alts to take over. So we're dependent on alts, but that's okay because I think that's where the reward is. Okay, the risk reward is no longer favorable on BTC. So alts is going to be our play, and alts flying is going to be what draws in new money and new traders and new investors. And remember the saying, everyone makes money in a bull run? Everyone's a genius in a bull run? The thing is, that is not the case this time. That has not held true this time. That's why so many people don't even believe it as one. Like, you would be surprised if you saw how many DMs I get from students even that are like, when is the bull market starting? And I'm like, what do you mean? We're in a bull market. It started 3 years ago. I'm like, what do you mean? Have you seen how much we went? We were at like 18,000 and we went to 100,000. We've been in a bull market. So, you know, people are asking, when is the bull market? When it's been a bull market, and it's all because not everyone is making money in the bull run right now. So people don't think it's a bull run, even though it is. But, you know, you zoom out like we are right now, you look at 2022, that's an insane amount of profits in 3 years. So it's 100% been a bull market since November 2022. In previous cycles, everything went up together. BTC, Ethereum, all the altcoins, meme coins. Every crypto went up together, so everyone was winning together. That's what people think is a bull market. So this time, since it's not happening, since not everything is going up together and not everyone is winning together, people don't perceive it as a bull market. And again, that's why I kept warning people since last year that, hey, this is going to be the hardest part of the cycle. I guarantee it. And apart from you guys and gals in the group right now, and probably a few others, no one believed me. Everyone was like, yeah, whatever. I don't need help. I'll be fine. I just need to buy some of this and this and this and hold for the last part of the cycle. I'm just going to hold until the blow off top. And then I'm going to sell in April. So many people said that to me. It's fine. I don't need help. Oh, I don't need your strategies. I don't need a course. I think I'm good. I'm just going to buy and hold until April. Yeah. How did that work out? So many people told me, I'm just going to sell in April. Because that's what happened last time. In 2021, they look and they say, oh, all I had to do was sell in April. And so they're trying to do the same thing this bull market, but it didn't work out that way. And if they sold in April, that was a terrible time to sell. That was the time to buy. Like I said, that was the last best entry you could have got on BTC. So yeah, like I said, no one believed me apart from you guys and gals in this cohort. Everyone is not winning this time. Everything is not going up together. This time, it's just been BTC and a lucky basket of coins. Not even Ethereum. Like, not even OG Ethereum has been going up. So, I think we all know that, but it's all to say it's been tougher than a lot of people were expecting. People usually rely on just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but Ethereum is not helping them this time. So again, I think the absence of easy mode, where everyone's a genius and everyone's making money, I think the absence of easy mode is probably the biggest sign that there's still more fun to come. That easy mode is actually still on its way. Recently, Bitcoin crushed anyone believing it was easy mode. They thought, oh, it's so easy. But no. Trump's inauguration, nope. It just fell. And then the tariffs, global trade war. Anyone who bought up here at 109, or even doesn't have to be 109, anyone who bought at 100,000 and above, they thought this is easy mode. It's going to be so easy. That didn't quite work out. So anyone who bought at these highs, they're pretty much back to where they started. Pretty much right back at the levels, maybe a few thousand higher. Many people are back to where they started. And if people are buying here and it doesn't keep going up but actually corrects, then they are going to get annihilated again. Of course, you know, altcoin holders, many of them have been getting annihilated this whole time, buying the dip that keeps dipping, catching falling knives, and stabbing themselves in the hand. So any correction from here is just going to worsen it. So the final thing I want to say is this is why it doesn't help to blurt out catchphrases like, oh, it's the 4-year cycle, oh, 2025 top, blow off top. Rainbow chart. How many of you have seen or heard of that? Rainbow chart, the plan B model. It's all these things that retail traders clung all their hope onto. Like that they want to believe it so bad because it has to work out for them. But none of those have worked. Rainbow chart, plan B model, that has not worked in the first quarter of this year, in 2025, when they all believed it would fly. So once again, if you're not paying attention, if you're not checking on this weekly, you're either missing out or you're bleeding.